Step right up, horror junkies. Got a minute? Let's talk curses. Alright, picture this. A room so cursed, even ghosts refuse to haunt it. They say, once you step inside, strange things start to happen. Lights flicker. Whispers in the dark. And if you're lucky, you might even see the ghost of old Mrs. Spookington herself, knitting with invisible yarn. Legend has it she cursed the room after losing a bet with a poltergeist. Now anyone brave enough to enter has to face her spectral shenanigans. But hey, if you love a good scare, this might just be your new favorite hangout. Just make sure to bring a flashlight, and maybe some ghost-repellent knitting needles. So, dare to enter? Or will you leave Mrs. Spookington to her ghostly knitting? The choice is yours, if you dare. But wait, there's more to this tale of terror. They say the room has a mind of its own, shifting and changing to trap its victims. Some have reported seeing their worst fears materialize right before their eyes. Imagine walking in and suddenly being surrounded by your deepest, darkest nightmares. And if you think that's the worst of it, think again. The room is said to have a heartbeat, a slow, rhythmic thumping that grows louder the longer you stay. Some say it's the heart of the curse itself, pulsing with malevolent energy. The brave souls who have dared to stay the night often leave with stories of sleepless terror. So if you're feeling particularly daring, why not spend a night in the cursed room? Just remember, once you enter, there's no guarantee you'll ever leave the same. The choice is yours, if you dare. As the clock strikes midnight, a haunting melody fills the air. The room seems to come alive with the sound of a phantom's lullaby. The walls hum with the tune, and you feel a strange compulsion to follow the music. It leads you to a hidden door, one that wasn't there before. Do you dare to open it? The choice is yours, if you dare. The melody grows louder, more insistent, drawing you closer to the mysterious door. With a trembling hand, you turn the knob and step inside. The room beyond is cloaked in shadows, illuminated only by the soft glow of ghostly candles. In the center, a grand piano plays itself, keys moving as if guided by invisible hands. The lullaby is both beautiful and terrifying, pulling you into a trance-like state. As you move closer, the air thickens with an otherworldly presence. You can almost see the outline of the phantom, a faint ethereal figure swaying to the music. The room's atmosphere is charged with emotions, sorrow, longing, and an ancient unresolved pain. The phantom's eyes, though barely visible, seem to bore into your soul, silently pleading for release. Suddenly, the music stops. The silence is deafening, broken only by the phantom's whisper, "Help me." You feel an overwhelming urge to do something, anything to break the curse that binds this tormented spirit. But how? The choice is yours, if you dare. In the corner of the room stands an old, dusty mirror. As you gaze into it, your reflection begins to change. You see visions of the past, of those who have been trapped in the room before you. Their eyes plead for help, but there's nothing you can do. The mirror holds their souls, and now it wants yours. Will you break the mirror and set them free, or will you become its next prisoner? The choice is yours, if you dare. The walls of the room seem to have a life of their own. They whisper secrets, dark and terrible, that make your skin crawl. You try to block out the sound, but it only grows louder. The whispers tell of a hidden treasure, but also of a terrible curse. Do you follow the whispers and seek the treasure, or do you try to escape the room before it's too late? The choice is yours, if you dare. As you explore the room, you encounter a ghostly figure. Unlike the others, this one seems to be protecting something. Its translucent form glows faintly in the dim light, casting an ethereal aura around it. The ghost's eyes, though hollow, seem to convey a sense of urgency and concern. It warns you of the dangers that lie ahead, speaking in a soft, almost melodic whisper that contrasts with the sinister ambiance of the room. You must be careful, it says, for this place is filled with traps and malevolent spirits, but I can guide you, if you trust me. The ghostly guardian gestures towards a hidden passageway that you hadn't noticed before. It promises safety and guidance, but its spectral form leaves you with an uneasy feeling. Do you trust the ghostly guardian and follow its lead, or do you continue on your own, risking the unknown perils that await? The choice is yours, if you dare. The room seems to hold its breath, waiting for your decision. The whispers from the walls grow quieter, as if they too are eager to see what you will do. The ghostly guardian stands patiently, its eyes fixed on you, waiting for your choice. In this moment, the fate of your journey hangs in the balance. Will you place your trust in the ghostly guardian, or will you brave the darkness alone? The choice is yours, if you dare. As you make your choice, the room seems to sense your presence and grows more hostile. The temperature drops and the air becomes thick with malice. You feel a force pushing you towards the center of the room where a trapdoor suddenly appears. The whispers from the walls return, louder and more menacing, urging you to confront what lies beneath. You hesitate, feeling the weight of the room's malevolent gaze upon you. The ghostly guardian's warning echoes in your mind, but the trapdoor beckons with an ominous allure. Do you open the trapdoor and face whatever horror awaits below, or do you defy the room's will and seek another escape? The choice is yours, if you dare. As you decide, the room seems to hold its breath, the very air vibrating with anticipation. Your next move could determine your fate. Will you confront the darkness head-on, or will you outsmart the room's sinister intentions? The room's revenge is upon you, and your courage will be tested like never before. The trapdoor creaks open, revealing a staircase descending into darkness. The whispers grow louder, almost deafening, as you take your first step down. The room above seems to close in, sealing your fate. Every step echoes in the abyss, each one a reminder of the peril you're about to face. Will you uncover the secrets that lie beneath, or will you become another lost soul in the cursed room's grasp? The choice is yours, if you dare. As you descend the staircase into the black abyss, your footsteps echo like a metronome in the silence. The whispers fade, replaced by an eerie stillness. You reach the bottom, and the darkness parts to reveal a cavernous room, illuminated by a ghostly blue glow. In the center stands an ancient grandfather clock, its hands spinning wildly, defying the laws of time. You feel a strange pull towards the clock, as if it's calling to you. The room around you begins to shift, morphing into scenes from different eras: Victorian ballrooms, medieval dungeons, futuristic landscapes. Time itself seems to be unraveling. Suddenly a figure emerges from the shadows, an ethereal woman draped in flowing, tattered garments. Her eyes are pools of wisdom and sorrow. She is the timeless guardian, bound to protect the secrets of this cursed room. "Time is both your enemy and ally," she whispers, her voice like the rustling of ancient leaves. "To break the curse you must find the moment when it all began, only then can you rewrite your fate." The room begins to quake, the scenes around you blurring into a chaotic swirl, the clock's hands slow, pointing to a specific moment in time. Do you dare to alter the past, risking unknown consequences? Or do you seek another way, hoping to outsmart the curse? As the timeless guardian fades into the shadows, her final words linger in the air. "Choose wisely, for time waits for no one. The choice is yours, if you dare." As the timeless guardian's words fade into the void, you notice a glimmering object tucked away in a shadowy corner. It's an hourglass, but unlike any you've seen before, its sand glows with an iridescent light, shifting colors like a living rainbow. You approach cautiously, feeling the weight of its magic in the air. The moment your fingers graze its surface, the room transforms. You find yourself standing in a lush, enchanted forest. Trees tower above you, their leaves whispering secrets of ages past. The hourglass floats before you, suspended in mid-air, its sands beginning to fall. Each grain that descends seems to hold a fragment of time itself, memories, moments, and destinies. A sudden rustling behind you makes your heart race. You turn to see a majestic ethereal stag with eyes like stars. It steps forward gracefully, its presence commanding yet comforting. "The hourglass holds the key to the curse," the stag speaks in a voice that echoes like a distant melody. "But beware, for altering time comes with a price. The sands of destiny are fickle, and their patterns unpredictable." As the last grain of sand drops, a portal opens beneath the hourglass, revealing a swirling vortex of light and shadows. "To break the curse you must journey through the hourglass," the stag continues. "Face the trials within, and find the heart of the enchantment. Only then can you restore balance and reclaim your fate." The portal beckons, its pull irresistible. Do you dare to step through, knowing the trials that await? Or do you seek another path, hoping to find a way around the enchantment's grip? The stag's eyes watch you intently, reflecting the myriad possibilities of your choice. With a deep breath, you make your decision. The enchanted hourglass has set the stage, and the next chapter of your journey begins. The choice is yours, if you dare. As you step through the swirling vortex of the hourglass, you find yourself in a dimly lit corridor. The walls are made of polished obsidian, reflecting fragmented images of yourself. The air is thick with anticipation, every sound amplified as if the stones themselves are whispering secrets. You realize you are in a labyrinth, a maze of echoes. Each step reverberates, creating a cacophony of disorienting sounds. You hear footsteps behind you, quickening your pace. Turning a corner, you see a flickering light in the distance. Hope surges through you, but as you approach, the light vanishes, replaced by a deep, resonant laugh that sends chills down your spine. Suddenly the floor beneath you shifts, and you find yourself in a vast open chamber. In the center stands a colossal ornate mirror. As you approach, the mirror's surface ripples like water. Your reflection morphs into a shadowy figure, its eyes glowing a haunting blue. "The labyrinth of echoes tests your resolve," the shadow speaks, its voice a haunting melody. "To escape, you must confront your deepest fears. Only then can the path reveal itself." The chamber darkens, and the shadows around you come to life. They form into nightmarish creatures, each representing a fear you've harbored. The walls echo with your racing heartbeat, the sound filling the space like a drumbeat of impending doom. You close your eyes, taking a deep breath. You remember the stag's words about the trials within the hourglass. Gathering your courage, you face each shadow one by one. Each confrontation weakens the labyrinth's hold, the echoes of fear dissipating into silence. Finally the last shadow fades and the chamber brightens. The mirror shatters, revealing a hidden passage. You step through, feeling a sense of triumph and newfound strength. The labyrinth has tested you, but you have prevailed. As you walk down the illuminated path, you can't help but wonder what other trials await. But for now, you revel in your victory, knowing you've taken one step closer to breaking the curse. The journey through the hourglass continues, and the choices you make will shape your destiny. The path ahead is uncertain, but your resolve is unwavering. The labyrinth of echoes has prepared you for whatever lies beyond. The adventure is far from over and the next chapter awaits if you dare. As you emerge from the labyrinth, you find yourself in a grand abandoned ballroom. The chandeliers hang low, their crystals reflecting ghostly light. Dust-covered instruments are scattered around and the air is thick with an eerie silence. You take a cautious step forward, the sound of your footfall echoing through the vast space. Suddenly, a piano key strikes, though no one is at the instrument. A haunting melody fills the room, its notes weaving a spell around you. You feel a pull, an irresistible urge to follow the music. Each step seems to sync with the rhythm, guiding you to the center of the ballroom. There you see a grand piano, its keys moving on their own. The melody grows louder, more insistent, and you notice spectral figures beginning to appear. They are dressed in elegant, old-fashioned attire, dancing gracefully to the music. Their faces are serene, yet their eyes hold a sadness that chills you to the bone. The room darkens and you feel a presence behind you. Turning slowly, you see a figure draped in shadows playing a violin. The haunting melody emanates from their instrument, each note vibrating with sorrow and longing. "Welcome to the ballroom of lost souls," the figure whispers, their voice blending seamlessly with the music. Here the past and present intertwine, and only those who can face the music may find their way out. The spectral dancers move closer, their forms becoming more substantial. You realize they are drawn to your presence, their eyes pleading for release. The music crescendos, filling your mind with memories not your own. Glimpses of lives long gone, hopes and dreams unfulfilled. You understand that to escape, you must play your part in this ghostly symphony. Taking a deep breath, you approach the piano. Your fingers hover over the keys and with a sense of purpose, you begin to play. The melody changes, blending with the violin's haunting tune, creating a harmony that resonates through the ballroom. The spectral figures pause, their expressions softening. As you continue to play, the room begins to brighten, the shadows retreating, the music reaches its climax and the spectral figures start to fade, their forms dissolving into the light. The haunting melody transforms into a triumphant symphony, filling you with a sense of closure. The grand piano shimmers, then vanishes, leaving only silence in its wake. The ballroom is now empty, save for the lingering sense of peace. You walk towards the exit, feeling a weight lifted from your shoulders. The haunting melody still echoes in your mind, a reminder of the souls you helped set free. The curse of the ballroom has been broken, and you are one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of the cursed room. As you step through the doorway, the next chapter of your journey awaits. The trials have tested your resolve, but your spirit remains unbroken. The adventure continues, and the choices you make will shape your destiny. The path ahead is uncertain, but with each step, you grow stronger. The haunting melody may linger, but it will guide you through the darkness, illuminating the way forward. Dare you face the next challenge? The choice is yours. As you step through the doorway, you find yourself in a dimly lit chamber. The walls are adorned with intricate clockwork mechanisms, their gears turning in perfect harmony. In the center of the room stands a colossal hourglass, its sands flowing upward, defying gravity. The air hums with the energy of time itself, and you feel a sense of urgency. Suddenly, a figure cloaked in shadows emerges from behind the hourglass. Their eyes gleam with an otherworldly light, and they speak in a voice that resonates deep within your soul. "I am the timekeeper, guardian of the past, present, and future. To continue your journey, you must face the ultimate challenge, mastering the flow of time." With a wave of the timekeeper's hand, the room transforms. You find yourself standing on a giant clock face, its hands spinning wildly. The floor beneath you shifts, and you struggle to maintain your balance. The timekeeper's voice echoes around you. "To escape, you must align the hands of time, but beware, for each mistake will cost you dearly." The clock's gears grind louder and the room begins to warp. Time itself seems to bend, past and future merging into a chaotic tapestry. You see glimpses of your own life, moments of joy and sorrow flashing before your eyes. The pressure mounts, and you realize that every second counts. With determination, you reach for the clock hands, feeling the weight of time in your grasp. You move them carefully, aligning them with the present moment. The room quakes, and the hourglass's sands flow faster, the energy intensifying. The timekeeper watches, their expression unreadable. Just as you think you've succeeded, the room plunges into darkness. You hear the timekeeper's voice, softer now, almost compassionate. Time is a delicate balance. To master it, you must understand that every moment is a gift, and every choice shapes your destiny. The darkness lifts, and you find yourself back in the chamber, the clockwork mechanisms now still. The hourglass stands empty, its sands vanished. The timekeeper steps forward, offering you a small, intricate pocket watch. Take this as a token of your journey. It will guide you through the shadows and remind you of the power you hold within. You accept the watch, feeling its weight in your hand. The timekeeper fades into the shadows, leaving you alone in the chamber. The door ahead opens, revealing the path forward. With a sense of resolve, you step through, ready to face whatever lies ahead. The timekeeper's words echo in your mind, a reminder of the lessons learned. Time is a precious gift, and every choice matters. As you continue your journey, you carry the knowledge that you are the master of your own destiny. The next challenge awaits, and you are prepared to face it head-on. Will you conquer the shadows, or will they consume you? The choice is yours, if you dare. The adventure continues, and the path ahead is illuminated by the light of your newfound understanding. So, next time you find yourself lost in the labyrinth of time, remember the tale of the timekeeper. Because in the end it's not about the time you have, but how you choose to spend it. As the night deepens, the curse takes hold. Shadows move on their own, almost as if they have a life of their own. The air grows colder, each breath turning into a visible puff. Suddenly you hear it. A chilling voice whispers your name, sending shivers down your spine. The walls seem to close in, narrowing your space, heightening your sense of dread. You scramble for an exit but realize there's no escape. The room is alive, feeding off your fear. The whispers grow louder, more insistent, echoing in the confines of your mind. You glance at your watch. Time seems to have stopped. Minutes feel like hours. Your heartbeat syncs with the pulsating rhythm of the room, a slow, malevolent thump that fills your ears. Will you survive the night, or will you become another victim of the cursed room? The choice is yours, if you dare. So, next time you're feeling brave, remember the tale of the cursed room. Because once you step inside, there's no guarantee you'll ever leave the same. The clock strikes midnight and the room plunges into an even deeper darkness. The shadows coalesce, forming a ghastly figure at the center of the room. The air is thick with malevolence, each breath a struggle. You can feel the weight of countless souls trapped within these walls, their despair adding to the oppressive atmosphere. The figure steps forward, its eyes glowing with an unholy light. It speaks, a guttural voice that resonates with ancient power. You have disturbed our rest. Now, you must face the true nature of the curse. A sudden gust of wind extinguishes the flickering lights, plunging you into near-total darkness. Only the figure's glowing eyes remain visible, a beacon of dread. The room begins to shift and twist, the walls warping as if alive. The whispers return, now a cacophony of voices, each one recounting their own tale of horror and entrapment. You feel an icy hand on your shoulder, and you turn to see the ghostly guardian from before, now revealing its true form. It is neither friend nor foe, but a keeper of the curse, bound by an ancient pact. The curse is your own fear, it says, your own darkness brought to life. You realize that to break the curse you must confront your deepest fears. The room transforms into a nightmarish landscape, each corner hiding a fragment of your darkest memories. The figure and the guardian watch, their eyes piercing through the gloom, waiting to see if you have the strength to reclaim your soul. As you take a step forward, the ground beneath you trembles. The final confrontation has begun. Will you emerge victorious, or will you become another lost soul within the cursed room? The answer lies within you. And just as you gather your resolve, the screen fades to black, leaving you on the edge of your seat, heart pounding, desperate for the resolution that lies just beyond the darkness. The screen fades back in, and the protagonist stands alone in the nightmarish landscape, heart pounding, breath heavy. The shadows swirl around, whispering secrets that chill the soul. The ghostly guardian steps forward, its form shimmering with an eerie luminescence. You have faced your fears, it intones, but the curse runs deeper than you know. A sudden blinding light illuminates the room, revealing a hidden door embedded in the wall. The protagonist approaches, their hand trembling as they reach for the handle. With a creak, the door swings open, revealing a hidden chamber filled with ancient tomes and artifacts. The air is thick with the scent of old paper and forgotten magic. As the protagonist steps inside, the room seems to come alive. Ghostly apparitions flicker into existence, their faces twisted in agony and despair. They point towards a dusty, leather-bound book on a pedestal at the center of the room. The protagonist hesitates, then picks up the book, its pages crackling with age. Opening it, they find a detailed account of the curse's origin. It began centuries ago, a dark ritual gone horribly wrong, trapping the souls of those involved within the room. The protagonist's eyes widen as they read the final entry, written in a desperate scrawled hand. The curse can only be broken by the one who dares to face their darkest fears and uncover the truth. The realization hits like a thunderclap. The curse is not just a manifestation of fear, it is a cycle, a relentless loop that traps the souls of those who fail to uncover its origin. The protagonist looks up, eyes filled with determination. "I understand now," they whisper. "I must break the cycle." Suddenly, the room begins to shake, the walls cracking and crumbling. The ghostly apparitions wail, their forms dissolving into mist. The protagonist clutches the book tightly, their resolve unwavering. As the room collapses around them, a final haunting whisper echoes through the air. The curse is far from over. The protagonist is left in a state of shock, a haunting melody playing in the background. The screen fades to black with the words, "To be continued," appearing, leaving the viewers in anticipation.